This video is going to cover the images in AutoUi for GameMaker. If you don't know what this is, it's a GameMaker package that allows you to easily add customizable buttons, labels, images, and more with built-in auto alignment, mouse functionality, and a bunch of other useful features. You can check the link in the description for more details on all of the included elements. So I've got my boilerplate container set up here. If we just look at the possible images that we can create, we obviously have the normal alignment, center, left, right, top, all that stuff. But we also have an animated and an uncentered. So let's start with just the base version and I'll explain the other two. So this takes a sprite. I'm just going to use S coin, some really crappy coin that I drew, and a image index. Now you don't have to put, this is defaulted to 0. So if you just want to do that, because I don't think it has any animation frames, we're going to add it to our container. And there you go. So what's cool about this is there is a lot of annoying math involved to correctly align these images. And I can kind of prove this by, if I were to set the origin of this to -20, and run this, it's still going to put it right there. That means if you have, your origin point at 0, 0, or if you want to have in the middle, it doesn't matter. Now, if it does matter to you, that's what the uncentered version of this would be. So if you put uncentered here, it will put the 0, 0 at, where the top left of that location would be. So for instance, if I wanted this to be up here, then, this position right here is technically the draw spot. We're going to put it back in the middle center. So this image is not animated right now. So if I were to set this to a different frame, I don't think it has a different frame, but like if it did, it would just stay on this frame unless I went to animated, in which case you can set an initial index if you want, but you could just defaults to 0. And then that would be animated, and it would animate to the speed of the actual animation. And you can also change the animation speed by just changing this variable to whatever you want it to be. You can also very easily change the alpha. If you want to set this to 0.5, it'll change that. Same with the color. You could change that to red, something, it'll do that. And also you can set the draw anchor of the image, which takes the AuI draw anchor. So if you wanted it from the bottom right, for instance, it'll draw that center position at the bottom right. I think we set this to 0, 0. Yeah, it still won't change because it's still considered to be centered. If I'm being completely honest, most of the time I just do set offset if I want to move the image around. And that's pretty much it for the images. They're not that complicated. It's super useful. Again, it auto sizes everything. So if you were to add another label, it would still include that in the column sizing essentially. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching.